She is Cindy Kraybill, who teaches 3rd grade at Bromwell Elementary School. Her co-workers, parents, students, and family all agree that Cindy works tirelessly above and beyond what is required of her. She maintains high classroom expectations and provides the support for each student to fulfill their potential as a citizen and as a competent learner. To quote a Bromwell parent, she nurtures her students with love and understanding, and she has an infectious passion that sparks she has an infectious passion and spark that piques curiosity and, yes, lights fires. One of her students writes, "Everyone was treated equal and could stay true to themselves no matter what their beliefs were. The classroom was like a safe haven for me." A coworker writes, "She is rigorous but also supportive. She's caring and humorous. She utilizes modern tools like the video camera and the Promethean board, but she is always mindful of that ideal, now sometimes considered rather quaintly as old-fashioned, the whole child." Each year, Miss Kraybill signs her entire class up for the DPS Shakespeare Festival and produces scenes with every child included. Cindy offers her students cross-curricular opportunities and hands-on activities in each content area. She will include an art component in a science unit or combines poetry and math. For their astronomy unit, students researched and then created representations of the constellations. These artistic results were projected onto a wall. It proved a wonderful visual component to each child's presentation. Cindy Kraybill, you are truly deserving of this recognition. Would you please come forward and accept the Denver distinction?
Well, I do have a speech, and can we have a truce? If I promise to stay for 3 minutes, because I won't get up here again, I'm sure. So any educational speech this day has to talk about data and measurement, so I thought I'd be true to that theme. But I'm not talking about TCAPs, so you can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm going to talk more about personal measures of success. And I guess I'll start with 3rd graders, which there were some here a little while ago. And when I was in 3rd grade, a measure of my success was getting straight A's and getting 10 cents for every A, which will date me. But then moving on to high school, my measure of success, the goal I wanted to achieve, was being the captain of cheerleaders. And of the teachers in the room, I bet most of you have been cheerleaders at one point because you have to be. And Steve, where are you? I know that was probably you as well. Anyway, then in college, my goal was a double major, a BS and an MRS. I still have the BS. Always in one. Sure, another recipient was in my wedding. Anyway, and then I went into the corporate world, and success was measured by making sales goals and marketing goals, and then getting trips to sales clubs and so on. And then the City of Denver Department of Social Services and the United States Government Department of Immigration and Naturalization Service deemed me fit to be a mother and to adopt daughters from China and Vietnam, one of which is here tonight, who I promised I wouldn't say anything to embarrass her. I'm doing okay. So that was a huge measure of success. But I would have to say that the biggest measure of success, which I hope I can say without crying, is one where parents and colleagues and students and friends came together to write these wonderful letters and put together this award, which I have had such a hard time getting my head around. And in fact, one of my colleagues put it to me best: just think of it as a big thank you. And I do think of it as a wonderful thank you, an amazing thank you. And so I want to just play it forward and say thank you so much back to all of you. Thank you.
You know, Cindy, my daughter met your daughter. They're both freshmen at GW together. Oddly, my daughter told me, don't say anything that's going to embarrass me tonight. So now, looks like we're going to have a tribute for Cindy Kraybill. I will mention, before this starts, the silent auction is still open. So if you'd like to go over and check on your bids at some point during the evening, please do so. And now we're going to have the tribute for Cindy Kraybill from Cromwell.
Good evening. My name is Jackson Howes, and I'm the Bromwell Student Council President this year. Miss Cindy Kraybill was my teacher in 3rd grade. She's a great teacher, not only because of her effective academic work with the students, but also because of her caring and kindness. I'm now happy to welcome Bromwell students and parents to the stage to sing her praises.
Did you hear that, Seedsters? You guys are going to want to talk to the Seedsters. They're going to want to put you in the act, I think. And just one more reminder, the silent auction is still open, and we'd like to thank Dan Greenaw. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's back there shooting the video. He's put together the silent auction for us this evening and tapes these proceedings. Does all kinds of stuff. So I want to particularly mention